Alright, Benny. Here we are. Canberra Half Ironman yesterday.
Yeah.
Take us through it from the get-go. I hear you stayed with Johnny Hill.
John Hill. That's what made me go 5 minutes faster, at least. Between him and Tony Golden, there was a few little tricks of the trade. I had trouble thinking about times, exact times of the legs that I wanted to do. Everyone had talked about the 93 kilometre ride and what have you, and I hadn't really heard much about the swim, but when I looked at it, it didn't look terribly fast. So I was actually going off heart rate most of the time. So my goal times before the race were actually pretty loose. All I wanted to do was go a lot harder than I had before. Back the nutrition plan, back the changes in my training, and if I blew up, I blew up. So I was just going to give it a bit of a nudge right from the start. Swim was good. Well, actually, just before the swim, I got lost and ended up out in Ainsley. But luckily, John had instructed us to go down early enough, so I made my way back and made the start alright. Swim was good. Was probably off with the front guys, just probably at the back of a pack of about 20 for the first third of the race or so, out to the first buoy. Was feeling good, swimming well. Only got 1 foot and 1 arm on the nose. I thought I was actually a bleeding nose, but it wasn't. Then just kind of got tired, and it all kind of just went a bit slower after that on the swim. There was a bit of a run at the end of the swim, maybe 200 or 300 metres to the transition, so it was at 32 minutes, including all that. Out onto the bike was good, was feeling good. Body perked up the minute I got that caffeine bar in me. Was loving it. Did the first lap, had a few of the real fast guys with the discs and stuff on, cruising past real fast. Cruised past a few guys in front of me. First lap was like over Coppins Crossing, and that was 53 minutes. Second lap, just sort of cruising. I was watching my heart rate a little bit. It was sitting above 170 for a lot of the time. I wasn't actually concerned. I was thinking, alright, let's just give it a whip. If I'd been sitting down before it, I probably would have stopped myself mid 160s, but I thought let's just have a crack. Don't know what time the last lap was. The second lap was 57. Last lap I was kind of passing some people, and then the last half of the last lap my legs got really light and feathery.
Like Milky Ways, I hear.
They were just it was almost like they were, if you'd imagine that they were actually just about getting excited for the run. So yeah, just cruising the transitions, feeling good. Changed my nutrition plan to include salt tablets, 2 every hour. I didn't miss any on the bike. It was an overcast day and drizzling, so it wasn't too hot, although it felt humid, so it was sucking a bit of the juice out of you. And raspberry caffeinated power bars every hour, and 1 caffeine gel and 1 normal gel for the bike. So it felt good going through transition. Actually, I just passed Michelle Wu just before transition. And then by the time I went into transition, got my shoes on and looked up, she was halfway gone. So she's got a quicker transition than me. So then out onto the run. So that was 3:23 total time till when I was out running. Then kind of the first K was sort of 3:27. The 2K mark was at 31, and the 3K mark was at 35. And first couple of Ks I thought there must have been, because I was only looking at the minute hand on my watch. I thought there must have been sort of seconds in there making it up.
The minute hand? Did you have an analog watch on?
No.
With hands and stuff.
The big figure on the watch.
Oh, okay, yeah, I gotcha.
But they just kept reeling off. It steady, I don't know what it was, maybe 4:05, 4:10 pace or something or other. Did the first 10 Ks. I sat on a few pros that came past for a little bit. Did the first 10K in 41 minutes.
That's fast.
And then I kind of went, whoa, that's pretty quick. I was feeling good. Still just sucking down the salt tablets, Coke and water at alternate drink stations, and gels at every sort of 2.5, 3 Ks or whatever every second aid station was. Just kept cruising along, felt good. My left hammy felt tight after the ride. It didn't progress any worse, but it's a bit sore now. It's a continuing problem. And just tootled on in for the close for a 1:28 run, 4:54 total. The bench that's always quite good is the pro woman. I think I would have got 3rd or 4th in the pro women's field. So as an indication of the slowness of the ride. So the ride was 2:53, I think, and then a 32 swim. So a 4:54 total. So that was it. So looking forward to a bit of training camp, go home for a couple of weeks, get some more power on the bike, just spend some more time in the pool, and then we'll come back and do Geelong 10th Feb.
Good stuff. So Geelong coming up.
Yeah.
What's going to be your main goal at Geelong?
To beat Robbie Elder.
and what are you going to have to work on to be able to do that? Because I mean, the last race, he had you covered on every leg by a significant amount of time. So I mean, where are you going to find this time on the guy?
Well, it's funny you should say that, because it almost seems like the tables are the other way. Like, it's almost like, you know, the pressure's on the other camp.
Somehow you feeling the pressure this time? Oh no!
No,
me.
It's from the race results, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
20 minutes over a 7-hour race is a fair pace then, but it kind of feels like I know I've progressed a little bit, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, we're not really racing Robbie. It'll be
yeah, you are.
It'll be quite cool. It'll be quite cool.
Maybe bloodshed.
I was looking because we got the same towel as we got for the Gold Coast Half, and then I looked at it and like, I think by the end of it I will have done like 3 of the 7 or 8 races, so it kind of feels like a series. So maybe next year it'd be cool to go, I'm going to do the series, and then it would take you over to Busselton, which is in June, I think, June 08.
Yeah.
And then so that'd be a fast one, even though if your training's a bit off for winter. And then you go down to Shepparton as well, and there was another one.
Busso would be such a fast half.
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous.
Just to be able to cane that ride.
Yeah. Oh, you cane everything.
Yeah.
It's everything fast. Swim's fast. It's like swimming in the Dead Sea over there.
No.
The ride's fast, and 90k you're not going to have the same issues with pacing you would over 180. And then the run, there isn't a single hill. There's like maybe 5 metres of gradual incline on the whole run. You get it on the way back as a downhill for 5 metres, so it works out even.
Maybe we'll have to aim for that.
Yeah, maybe. It's possible. Yeah.
We'll see.
Mate, I think we've gone over time substantially here, but it's been great to catch up with you again.
Alright.
And we will be back online come Geelong.
Sounds good. Merry Christmas to you everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas, people.